Hi, hello, and welcome back to me and my channel. How you doing? Hi, we are jumping straight into this with the tour of the cozy cottage because I'm redesigning this baby. You know, that's what every YouTuber does. They do Bloxburg. They take the starter homes and they redo it. So here is the starting tour. Yeah. Before we get fully into this, I'm not gonna stop and make the screen black. That's just boring. I know the audio doesn't sound great. I don't know how to fix it. I'm very contemplating on getting a new mic, but I don't want to. I don't want to get a new mic. This mic is perfectly fine, even though it sounds absolutely horrible, and it was laying on our basement floor for 3 years, and who knows how many things stepped on it. I probably have stepped on it a few times. It's fine. I just don't want to spend the money, but I really should. Because, I still play, Bloxburg all the time, but, I never make videos because of the audio part. The audio just messes me up, and the amount of times I've watched videos on how to fix your audio, it's just it's not fixing, it's not changing. I don't know what to do, so I think it's the microphone, but I don't want to change the microphone. I like the microphone. This is such a weird conversation and such a useless conversation. All I'm really trying to say is I'm so sorry for this audio. It's so bad, and I know it's bad, and I don't know how to fix it other than getting a new microphone, and I don't want to get a new microphone. No, I don't want to do that. Anyways, I guess I should actually get to the video what I'm doing. Basically, I deleted everything other than the exterior walls. That's the only thing I cannot change. I can change the layout of the interior. I can mess around with the landscaping on the exterior. I just cannot change the exterior walls. I cannot change them, add them, move them. I have to leave them. So yeah, I started with the landscaping and just coloring the exterior. Is the exterior the best? No, I'm not good with exteriors. Do not ask me to do an exterior. I will spend 10 hours trying to figure out colors, and then I'm just going to hate them no matter what. So yeah, but you want me to do landscaping? I can do landscaping. I can give you 2 ponds and some mountains in the background. I'm really good at that. I'm really great at that. So I did just a tiny little porch. I didn't really add any decorations. I didn't even realize that until I did the tour. I was like, oh, I forgot to put decorations here. Okay. Okay. For the interior kind of style, it kind of reminds me of the barn. I don't know why the walls with that pattern and stuff, it's just walls of a barn. Country. We're in country zone. Yeah, you're in country. Normally when I start houses, I like to start with the entry. Sometimes the entry is not doing it. Sometimes you just don't know what to do, so you gotta do another room. So I started off with the kitchen, actually. I do like this kitchen. I find when I build, the first thing I always do, interior-wise, is always either the worst or the least detailed. There's the most amount of blank spaces. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just getting in the groove later on, but I don't know. I don't know. I love the cabinets where you have the fridge insert. I just don't like how not all the fridges fit. But you know what you can do? You can add little spice racks, because that's what I did to fill that little gap. Because it would have just looked weird if it was just the blank wood. It looked weird. I also added a coffee area, because coffee. Do you drink coffee? I don't drink coffee. It does literally nothing for me. I have so much energy that it just doesn't work for me. I cannot drink coffee. No. But I do like this kitchen. I do think it's cute. Little bear. It really weirdly reminds me of country. Those walls. This is what the walls do. But I do like the look of the walls. Yeah, I guess I don't really have much more to say about the kitchen. Oh, and then I also added a little window to peek through into the living room. I always think it's cool when you find those. But here's the living room. Get done real quick. I do like the living room. I had a bit kind of trouble with the coloring. It kind of meant more in a green green tint. But I do think it's cute with all the greenery and the lamps and just like the decoration. I do think it's adorable, and I love like layering blankets to make it look like a gigantic blanket. I started crocheting a gigantic blanket. I had to redo it because I was doing it wrong, so that was not fun in the slightest, but I'm almost done. No, I finished all the yarn that I have, so I need to buy more yarn. It is barely started. And I bought 2 balls of yarn. And it's like big fluffy yarn too, so yeah. On to the bathroom. The bathroom. I actually really love the bathroom and the layout with the shower. I know a lot of people don't like that shower that I'm using, but you just have to put it in the right scenario. This is the perfect scenario where it's like to a tilt and there's a bench next to it. I like it. I really do like it. This did take me forever to do because there's a lot of basic shapes and moving things around. I also went back outside and put some leaves on the floor because I was like, you know what, why not? Why not put some leaves on the floor? You know, leaves on the floor. I love that hack. It's a phenomenal hack if you're building like a forest or like a path in the mountains. Phenomenal. Just a bit of greenery. But back to the bathroom. Also, if you want to put toilet paper on the cabinet, use a basic shape. Counter. Use a basic shape and move it over there. It doesn't have to be on the wall. It can be on the table. Yeah. I don't really have a lot to say other than I like it. This is the problem. I never come in here with anything I want to say, so I just completely forget what I'm about to say. And I just am forgetful. So forgetful. Oh, when I do those like little inserts, you know, the window insert, I always like to add the like shelves. You have to use basic shapes so you can actually put things on it. But I just find that makes it so much cuter and detailed. So we move on to the grand master bedroom, even though it's not really that big, but still the bigger bedroom. It is like kind of like a tight squeeze when you enter. This is one of those rooms where you open it and there is a high chance that you are going to hit the door on the bed. And I also have this like little blank area, so I decided to put like some yoga mats. It's kind of like my favorite way to fill up space is use like the yoga mats, put hangers and then like a little yoga mat in it. And it's just like, yeah, I'm athletic. I do yoga. Can't you tell by my 2 mats on the wall? I do yoga. Speaking of mats, that's a weird transition. We shaved our dog, Buddy. He's like he's very fluffy. He's a fluffy guy. He's an elegant furry guy. We shaved him. Just because he doesn't like us grooming him. Like, he absolutely hates it. So the only way we could groom him was to shave him, because if we can't shave him, he's just gonna get mats. So we had to shave him. He looks stupid. He looks so stupid. But the other bedroom in this build is like a child's room. I imagine it's a girl. I mean, it could be anybody. Anybody can like pink. Pink is just a color. Pink is just a color, but I made this room pink. If I could make it pink, I made it pink. I just pink. Ah, goodness. Do you ever say a word too many times and it's not a word anymore? Or you write down a word and you look at it and it's just like, is that how I spell what? That doesn't look like what. That looks like a whole different word. So you go and you like search it up and you're like, okay, that's how you spell what. Or you do it in like caps. I've had multiple times where I'm like, I want to spell something in caps, and I look at that and I'm like, that is not how you spell it. And then I look it up and it's like, oh, that is how you spell it. Ooh, and then I added these like CD players. Ooh, is that what it's called? CDs? No. Vinyl players? I'm an idiot. Guilty as charged. Isn't it like a CD? What is a CD? Well, I'm going to keep on talking, but I'm going to figure out what in the world a CD is. I think that's a CD, right? CD! Oh, and then I added like a bulletin board. Ugh, English is hard. To this, like, the desk. I thought it was cute. CD. I don't know if those are actually CDs because they're technically bigger. But I like to use the plates to make it look like they have a whole collection of them. Just use a bit of transform tool and voila, you got a whole entire stack of them. But I do really like this room. I think this room also turned, well, I like every room because I made every room, obviously, and this took me a good chunk of time. It took me forever to build this, so obviously I like it. I wasted so many hours of my life, so you know how many people are gonna see this? Probably 2. Well, they honestly, yeah, probably 2 if they get to this point. Hi, hello. So stupid. The final room, full room, not the final thing I did. Final room was the laundry room. I think this turned out pretty cute. You know, it's simple, you know, just like dryer, washing machine, simple. There's not a lot you can really put into a washing. What? You can't put a lot of things into a washing machine, and you definitely can't put a lot into a laundry room unless, you know, you have a big old laundry room. Ugh. Anyways, the final section that I really tackled was the front entry. I was very tired at this point, so I just, you know, I did a bit of copying and pasting. But I do like the way this turned out. Obviously, I made this such a repeat on my part, and then I just put a few things in the hallway just to, you know, fill up a bit of space, you know, put some copy and paste. Yeah. Anyways, here is the tour. Don't look at the exterior, just look at the landscaping. The landscaping looks phenomenal. Again, barren. Don't look at the roof, the ceiling. I forgot to color that. We don't talk about that. But I think it turns out pretty good. I like the color schemes. I like how they all go together. Like, it's like all like, I don't know, it's just nice on the eyes and I like it. I would live here. I think it's a pretty good layout for the amount of space I had originally. I'm very proud of myself with the layout. See, you can buy the cheap house and then get yourself a brand new layout. You don't even change the exterior walls. You just put some walls down. Yeah, I should probably. No, it's fine. It's fine. I also really like the blue doors. I know I put those there, but I don't know. Something about a blue door. I like blue doors, red doors. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, there's stuff in my socks. I'm running out of things to say if you clearly, obviously could not tell. So I guess I will end that there. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I'm so sorry about my audio. And yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye.